Okay, Section 8. On to an unprecedented journey. No battles. Okay, so... is this the last one? We finally made it back. Everyone's okay. So this is the hangar. It's a lot bigger than it looked in the file. Just shut up and get in the container, Coglione. I can feel their cold breathing down our necks. Phil! Hey, over here, quickly! The ice is right behind you. Look! Oh dear. The enemy servant's closing in. I'll fight her off, Master. If I don't stop her here, everyone who fled to the container will suffer the consequences. No need for that. They'll never catch up to us at this pace. One more step and victory is ours. I'll bring up the rear. The rest of you... Indeed. You were just one step short. What? Kirei. He's as big a bastard as ever. What? I'm sorry. Old habit of mine. You left your heart open, and it seemed the fastest way to end you. Servant or not, you can't survive once your spirit origin core has been shattered. Farewell, Leonardo da Vinci. With you gone, Chaldea's head is truly and well crushed. Da Vinci! Stay back, Gabriel. You little... You've got guts. Instead of pulling away, you're pinning me with your own body. Impressive. Grab the case and go. Hurry. Do not let them get their hands on that spirit origin graph. No. No, 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 no! We can't possibly do that. We can't just run away and leave you behind. Oh, yes, you can. I wouldn't have helped you if you and Gabriel weren't that sort of people that you are. Goodbyes always have a way of surprising you, even for geniuses like me. I guess this is for real this time. No more getting lucky like in the Holy Land. Take care of MASH for me, Gabriel. And take good care of what's in that case, too. Not just because it's useful, okay? The graph is proof that your journey really happened. It's our pride and joy, both for me and others who aren't with us anymore. I just couldn't bring myself to erase it. Oh, no, you don't. You're not pulling your hand out yet. You just killed a genius. Don't think you're getting off that easily. Go on, Gabriel. Hurry. The Chaldea you knew is gone now. But as long as you and MASH are alive, this isn't over. I'm positive there will be a new Chaldea in the future. Si vediamo, umo universale. Farewell, Gabriel. I know it's a lot to ask, but don't give up, and do your best. Let's go, MASH. But... Grr! He just freaking killed Da Vinci. MASH, Krylite, Gabriel, Gorlov, Musik. That's the last three. We're all in here now. Woo! 3? Don't you mean 4? Where's Miss Da Vinci? Da Vinci's... She's gone. The servant was killed in the line of duty, and she went out in a blaze of glory. Shut off the waterworks, girl. Your blubbering is annoying. I see. In that case, all we must do now is survive. Well, sure, but how exactly do we go about doing that, Mr. Holmes? The shelter's only gonna last so long. It's getting colder and colder outside. We go about it like this, naturally. You see those pipes along the walls? Hold tightly to them and be sure to keep your mouths closed. It's going to get rather bumpy in here. Wait, you don't think we're going to escape in this container, do you? I certainly do. That is, of course, the entire purpose of making it. Not to worry, we've already prepared to handle the sudden change in atmospheric pressure. Just sit back and enjoy the 6-kilometer sled ride. What? What the hell? hell? Confirming the caster's spirit origin is gone. This just about completes our operation now, but I didn't think that we still had another servant up their sleeve. You really just can't trust everything you read in reports, can you? You're the one who planned this operation in Koyanskaya. What do you think? Hey, this isn't my fault. I said all along I suspected that they weren't telling us everything. Though I will say that I didn't expect them to slide down the mountain in a shipping container. That was how they threw away their trash, right? The trip must have reduced those humans to just red smears on the container walls, right? Please, this is obviously their plan from the start, and they managed to keep that extra servant a secret. They must have had something else up their sleeve. The Master, the Demi-Servant, Goldorf, the 8 surviving staff members. That makes 11 precious human lives. Can I trust you to take care of them, Koyanskaya? What? You can, but this is a bit beyond the scope of my job here. I'm willing to take an exception. I have my pride, after all. Besides, we need to make sure the humans are completely wiped out, don't we? Oh god, we're sledding! We're actually sledding in this thing! This is ridiculous, even for us! Still, this should let us escape. Once we've made our way down the mountain, there should still be an association ship at the... And now we're on fire. What the hell was that? Oh god, we're spinning! The container's spinning around on its side! Woo! Did somebody just snipe us? But where could they have possibly shot at us from? Oh god, the container's falling apart! Even if we get if we get thrown out at this speed, we'll... Holmes! Don't worry, it only looks like a container from the outside. We will survive this. I planned for pretty much this exact situation. I didn't spend the last 6 months modifying this thing for nothing. It's secretly a tank. What is all this? Hello? Hello, good morning, fellow Chaldeans. Well, I guess I should say it's nice to meet you all. I'm Leonardo da Vinci. But since we're all friends here, you can just call me Da Vinci. Though? What? What? What the hell's going on? I got a new look. I'm a genius after all. Can't expect me to keep the same style forever. Or are you so struck by my beauty that you're at a loss for words? Ha! Of course you are, you little devils, you. Let's just say that at this sheer unbridled power of a main character, a bit of a shock seeing me again 5 minutes after my tragic death scene. Allow me to explain. This is a spare body that Miss Da Vinci had created for herself in case of emergency. It is a relatively low-cost solution, though unfortunately it has a commensurately low output. If she is able to behave as though she is simply picking up where the former Da Vinci left off, even though she is a low-ranking servant who has just awakened. You there, black coat guy who's just plain sucking at driving this thing. What gives with the spoilers? I was waiting for the perfect moment for my big reveal, you know? Excuse me, but is that true? Are you really Da Vinci? Sure am. Take a look at these glasses if you don't believe me. Mash, Gabriel, this may be the first time we're meeting, but I already know all about you. I inherited all the other me's memories, after all. I've really been looking forward to the day I can meet you all like this. I might not be quite as capable as a Renaissance woman as the old me, but I hope that I can help you out from now on just the same. If you've quite finished with the introductions, then please get back to the controls, Da Vinci. Need I remind you that you are an artificial servant created expressly for the purpose of piloting an all-terrain void transporter, the Shadow Border? Without you, the Shadow Border cannot function at full capacity. You really are a buzzkill, Holmes. You know I can't talk while I'm in a control tube. But this is an emergency, and everyone's safety does come first. So I guess I'll go back to sleep then. We'll talk later, after things have calmed down. Good night, Gabriel. Good night, Mash. Good night? Senpai, who was that tiny Da Vinci? Shadow Border? What a jump. That was a slope crossing impact, wasn't it? Correct. I see you're quite the driving enthusiast, Gordolf. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I don't like to brag about it, but I'm something of an amateur racer. I'm the sponsor, driver, strategist, all rolled into one. Music the Phoenix, they called me. Now then, we're about to reach the ice shelf. From there, we'll head to the coast and to the sea beyond. Coast? Oh, that's right. You don't know where we are, do you? Well then, take a look outside the window, Mr. Gabriel. It's not every day you get a chance to see scenery like this. Southern edge of the map. Long. 0 degrees. Chaldea Secure Organization Base. Antarctica. Of course. Where else would you hide it? Now, time for our last job. The pseudo-celestial sphere Chaldeus. The miracle that leads to the root. The miracle that the Atmosphere family wished for and dreamed about over 2 millennia. Part of me wishes that we didn't have to trample all over the stream, but such is life. It is the job of adults to teach the children the harsh truths of reality. Even the Tsar fears the celestial sphere. After all, changing the past via ray shifting is the one thread we can't counter. So this Chaldeus, it looks just like an Easter egg. This is the device I must freeze, Father? That's right. This is what the Tsar wants. You must use your noble phantasm to defeat the traitors. You must bury this magnificent crown jewel of humanity yourself in a coffin of permafrost. What will you do, Your Imperial Highness, Grand Duchess Anastasia? Anastasia? Oh no. She did it. She froze it. She froze all of it. Antarctica? We've been in Antarctica this whole time? Although many nations have claimed this land as their own, the fact remains that it is the last frontier yet to fall into humanity's grasp. Chaldea was built right in its very center so that no nation could use it for their own ends. It was built on the mountain range hidden by an endless blizzard, or rather, a lingering scent of mystics, and then even further reinforced by a bounded field. It is the largest and only observatory of humanity on the entire planet, its location and secrets concealed from the moments of its creation. That is Chaldea, the secure organization of preserving of humanity. I suppose I ought to say that it was Chaldea. As of now, Chaldea has fallen into the hands of an unknown adversary, one who is trying to shut it down even as we speak. Trying to shut it down, even as we speak? Yes, man, she just said that. Correct. I have confirmed that as of 20 seconds ago, all command room transmissions have ceased. All power output has shut down. Chaldeus is no longer operating either. The air conditioning has stopped, and the inside temperature has dropped below minus 100 degrees. As loath as I am to say it, we must face the fact. Chaldea is lost. We no longer have any means of taking it back or ever returning to it. Stop it! Please stop it! I have to go back to Chaldea! Please, let me go back! It hasn't been taken from us yet. I know it hasn't. All my memories of the times I spent with everyone else are there. Nothing can change that. And Director Roman's room is still... Well... Stop that! What do you hope to accomplish by going back now? Go on, youngster, talk some sense into her. Mr. Gabriel, would you mind holding Mash back from... Never mind, there's no need for that. Our body has reached its limit. I'm afraid this is what happens when one transforms while one is unable to properly synchronize with one's spirit origin. All the duress you place on your body has come back to bite you. At this point, she lacks even the strength to open the hatch. I would advise that you sit here and strap her in before she suffers unnecessary injury. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. If I only been able to fight as a real servant. You're wrong. Nobody's to blame for this. Senpai. Aw, Mash. Huh? Hang on, what's that? Holmes, are you seeing what's outside the window? Of course. I've seen it since I took control. Nevertheless, it is hard to believe. One should be forgiven for thinking it was a bad dream. What? Meteor shower? Are those meteoroids? But we didn't get any reports on Panama. If there are meteoroids too big to burn up in the atmosphere headed this way, we would have heard. And what's with those trajectories? How could they possibly be falling straight down like that? An occurrence that defies human understanding, That tells us that cannot be meteoroids. I believe that we can rule out debris as well. Which means that they can only be something once relegated to fiction. For example, an invasion from outer space. You're joking, right? Who could say something like that with a straight face? I mean, it would just be absurd, right? Or are you really saying those people are aliens? That they only pretend to be human in order to take over Chaldea? How can... My apologies, but please do be quiet. We're picking up an external transmission. I'm using the same frequency you did at Chaldea. We have a message for all humanity. This planet will soon be reborn as an old, brand new world. Human civilization was a mistake. The path of our growth was incorrect. And so I've made my decision. I will revolt against all of human history. Proper human history. We are about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secrets. We will restore the age of the gods. To that end, the gods have descended from far-off galaxy and in their wisdom have used the seven seas to select new leaders. These leaders will remake the planet as they see fit. And the one who reigns supreme shall be given the right to renew the world itself. These life forms for proper human history will not be permitted to take part in this world, or to take part in this war, or even to view it from the sidelines. The roots of cosmic fantasy have descended upon us. Trees of creation have sprung up all across the land. Now all of old humanity's endeavors will be set aside, frozen. Thus shall you atone for your sins. 2019, the year that human history came to an end. My name is Woodime. Kirstaria Woodime. On behalf of the seven cryptors, I have a message for those of you who escaped Chaldea. No, rather I have a message for the scant few remains of the human race. We will be the inheritors of the world's history. So that's where they went. They're gonna be the new bosses, aren't they? That... Kirstaria? That did sound like Kirstaria, but... Kirstaria Woodime? The leader of Team A? Here I was going to take him under my wing. And this is the thanks that I get? Cryptor? Now what is it? Emergency from the computer room. Emergency from the computer room. Hey there, it's me, Da Vinci, the one controlling the border all by my lonesome. We're less than 2,000 meters away from the coast now, but I'm afraid we've got a little problem to deal with first. I'm picking up a ton of spirit orbs and signals up ahead. It's more the soldiers that attacked Chaldea. I'm counting about... Well, see for yourself. As I say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Oh, that's a lot. It is the soldiers that attacked Chaldea. How can there even be that many? Damn it! Looks like a whole damn division out there. The hell is this? Oh! They're covering the entire coastline. There's no way our border can break through a group like that. If we try to charge them, we'll all be dead before we even hit the water. Holmes, hard right. We have to give up on the ship and try for another observatory. I'm afraid that won't work, Da Vinci. We're getting no response from the American base. In fact, according to the sonar, there's nothing to be found anywhere. Surely you can see that yourself. As long as we remain in Antarctica, we have no chance of victory. If the enemy forces who occupied Chaldea catch up to us, we will be quite finished. Our only hope of survival is to plow through that mass of soldiers and pray we make it out to sea. You bet all of our lives on that? What are you, an idiot? We can't possibly break through that army. Even if we did somehow make it out to sea, the ship is bound to be hijacked by now. It'd only be a matter of time before they catch up to the broken down truck and slaughter us all. That's one option, Mr. Gabriel. Tell me, what do you think? Hey, Sherlock Holmes is a man of adventure, right? Quite right. This is an adventure. One of the grandest ones imaginable at that. It is certainly not some boring escapade where we barrel our way through an army of horrific killers. No, this will be humanity's first major craft voyage. To date, humankind has traveled to the moon, to the subterranean world, and even through time. This voyage will be unlike any of those trips. There'll be no less grand in ambition. The world we hope for is one that cannot exist without being defined, and even as it lies in a domain beyond our reach. In other words, we will be attempting to travel to a world that exists on the negative vector. What did you just say? You can't mean... Da Vinci, permission to use the paper moon. The Atlas Institute may not have cleared me for it, but I'm quite familiar with its operation. After all, I got a rather thorough look at its top-secret manual while I was in their headquarters. Try Hermes at the Atlas Institute. You detective types are always on the job, aren't you? Still, to be honest with me, how good do you think our odds are of pulling that off? Better than if we try to fight those soldiers? 30% at best, I should think. For that matter, I can't even be sure where we'll end up. If all we wish to do is make it out of this predicament alive, I have no doubt there are better options available. But if you have your sights set further than that, this is the one I recommend. I believe he'll aid us in finding the adversary in the future. Understood. Expanding void reality observation device, paper moon. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Removing existence verification for reality space. Future prediction. Hypothetically prove mirror world plane within 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.6 seconds. Emergency processes all green. Looks good, Holmes. We're all set for our maiden voyage. And now then, a little heads up for those of you in the cockpit. Your souls will almost leave your body for a moment, but don't worry, you'll be fine. It's just your average out-of-body experience. But if you find yourself saying stuff like, I'm floating, or is that my own body I'm looking at? Just reach out, grab your body, and hold on for dear life. As long as you can do that, you'll come out on the other end alive. How is any of that going to be fine? You just said you're literally going to kill us. Phoo! Master, I still understand what's going on. Are you sure about this? Just another day at the office. Now that's the Gabriel I know. Then without further ado, let's get started. Although the phenomenon intervention method we are about to attempt is the first one Chaldea ever devised, we banned its use because of the extreme difficulty and danger. You know how ray shifting involves breaking the master down into spiritrons and outputting them into space-time numeric values? Well, this way of traveling through space is the exact opposite. We'll be slipping through a crack in the world into a sea of time, completely erasing our existence from reality. We have a lot on our plates right now. Our adversary that attacked Chaldea and those things that fell from space, the Cryptors. Like Mash said, we don't know what's going on right now. But one thing we do know for sure is that they're all enemies, a threat to humanity that even destroyed Chaldea. If we're going to do something about that, then we have to start breaking even more forbidden taboos. We are not handing over the future we worked so hard to take back to a bunch of newcomers who we don't know the first thing about. So first we find a way out of this mess. Then we strike back. Well, let's get going, Master Gabriel. We have a new weapon, a new course ahead of us. Shadow Border, untether from reality. Void space dive, zero sail, unfurl. Cosmos and the Lost Belt. Anastasia will be implemented in the future. Well, I knew Cosmos is taking root. Well, that's where the story is going to pick up at. Well, I guess before Anastasia drops, I better go ahead and take out the 3 remaining pseudo-singularities. Yeah, before we go take on the what are they called, cryptors, I gotta take out the last few demon god pillars. Again, guys, sorry I'm way behind on that, but that's I wasn't making any New Year's resolutions, but that'll be mine. Get these pseudo-singularities knocked out. Let's make my goal by the end of March. Have all 3 of them played and at least mostly uploaded. So y'all heard that here. That's what my goal's gonna be. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Blade Cross EXE, part of Flash the Blades Productions. Hope all of you had a great 2019, and here's to a great 2020. All right, peace out.